I'll just leave you with this. Welcome back, YouTube. It is 6:30 and today you're gonna come on a day in my life. We have 2 gym sessions. Sorry, we don't. Let me reverse that. We have 2 sessions. We have a run and we have a push session. Right now, I'm gonna make some breakfast. I've already been up, done my stuff, been for a walk, that's the washing, done the washing, been for a walk, done my affirmations on the walk. Game-changing, life-changing type of stuff. Now we're gonna have breakfast. And I'm gonna pause it right here because the washer's loud. Can someone give me some accurate information on this? ChatGPT tells me that 20 grams of Colombia's finest Arabica gives me like 200 milligrams of caffeine. That can't be right, can it? Surely not. If someone who is like an expert or maybe a barista who watches these videos, firstly, hi, thanks for watching. Can you comment below the actual caffeine milligram content of a typical AeroPress filtered coffee with 20 grams of Colombian Arabica ground beans, and I pour in around 150 grams of water and let it do its thing for like 7 minutes? Let me know. It can't be 200 milligrams of caffeine. Can it? I don't know. Let's get back to it. Breakfast cooked. We'll do a debrief at the table. Meal prep for post and pre-workout on and cooking in 10 minutes. Coffee done as well. And you don't have the time. You do have the time. You just don't have a clue what you're doing. Oh. And there we have it, folks. Breakfast is served. We have 2 whole eggs, 120 grams of egg whites, 100 grams of mushrooms, 100 grams of fruit, and 200 grams of potatoes. Coffee, obviously. I'm going to eat this. And then time to do client programming for the day. Got a call with my man Martin, got a call with my man Chad. I'm going to get out onto the tarmac. Going to give you one big tip to improve your cadence whilst we're out on the tarmac, and then it is push day. Nothing else to add really. Let's just get on with the day, shall we? That is breakfast boxed off. Now we are into client programming, which I actually really enjoy. I put some focus music on, drink my coffee, and just get into the zone and plan it out. But I actually really do enjoy my client programming. It's something that I love doing because my clients get amazing gains, make amazing gains, strength, fitness, endurance, whatever it is. And it's this level of programming that I do on a week-to-week basis that allows them to do that. So I love doing it, I love putting the time into it. I'm gonna crack on with it now. You've just seen me eat on my breakfast. That is also like my pre-workout, pre-run meal. To be completely honest with you, my run today is just a really easy 25 minutes as I'm coming back from my injury. So for that, wouldn't even really need a pre-workout meal, to be honest with you. Just making sure that you're hydrating, a little bit of salt in your water before, a litre, maybe a litre and a half but I won't go out for that run now for until 10:30 and it's 8 o'clock. So loads of time, loads of space between. But yeah, until then, I'm going to get on with my programming. And then you can come out for a run with me in beautiful Malaga, Spain. One thing I have been a lot more mindful of since getting back into running is literally the importance of a good warm-up. Usually, or in the past, I'd rush my warm-up, literally just do a few leg swings, a few side to side, a few front and back, and kind of like just get on my way. And that's just not good enough. You know, if you look at all the professionals, all the elite runners, they will do a good intensive warm-up, which is like what I've just done there. You know, warm-up's going to prime your body properly and it's going to prevent injuries. So please make sure you are doing a warm-up. Please make sure it is intensive and you will be injury-free for a lot longer. One thing that I've definitely noticed amongst a lot of my clients is that they struggle with getting their cadence higher, and they associate with a higher cadence with running faster and then a higher heart rate. But it really doesn't need to be like that. You should be aiming for on your easy runs, so your slower efforts, a cadence of around 180. 180 is what most professional and efficient runners will be running on their easy runs. And your cadence is essentially how many steps you take in a minute. So the more steps you take in a minute, the higher the cadence. So if you think about it, if you're stood completely on the spot, you can have a high cadence just by tapping your feet. So a higher cadence doesn't actually mean that you should be running faster. You can in fact have a low pace and a high cadence by shortening your stride and thinking about actively landing on the balls of your feet rather than your heels. And that practice in itself will help you stay injury free, because when you are heel striking, all of the pressure and stress is going through your heel, straight into your knees, to your hips, and to your lower back, which is where most injuries stem from. Now, I'm not an expert on this, but I would theorise that 90% of running injuries in general population, like me and you, could be prevented by having a higher cadence and being able to run a lot more efficiently. So that's the run done. Let's have a little post-run debrief, shall we? So looking at the data here, and I'll put it on screen right there so you can see it. Super easy. So this is the first time I've done 2 runs in a week since my recovery back, and this has been like 9 months. Average heart rate 133, average pace 6 minutes per kilometre. So again, super easy, and with average heart rate. But you'll see here, my pace is slow, but showing you my stats as I move down to my cadence, my average run cadence was 174. And that's even with me pressing start a little bit too soon at the start when I was warming up, which meant my cadence will have been lower, because when you are walking or when you are doing a warm-up, which isn't as fast as a run, you will have a lower cadence. So even factoring that in, my cadence was around that 180 mark, my max run cadence was 185, and I was running super slow. So you need to bear that in mind. Run slower with a higher cadence. When you do that, you will be more efficient with your running, you will stay injury-free for a lot longer, And you will, in time, be able to increase your pace, be fitter, and be more capable with your running. And right now, I'm gonna go get in the shower because I'm sweating. I'll see you for my food, pre-gym, post-run. Look at my tash. I love it. Cut all of my neck this morning shaving. Not good. Try to tell me that doesn't look good. Meal prep, chicken and rice, frozen mixed fruit, dark chocolate, cinnamon, a little bit of ginger. Job's a good one. Have you heard my Spanish friends? Wait for it. These guys having a siesta. That's what we want, right? It's beautiful to hear that music. Proper Spanish vibes. I'm gonna eat that and then I'll probably see you in the gym, if I'm being honest. The day is getting away from me and vlogging makes it worse. Oh, that's the push session done. I must admit, that's the worst training session that I've had in a very, very, very long time. My whole body just felt awful. So much fatigue in the legs. Yeah, not a good session at all. But it happens. They can't hold big rate. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to eat my post-workout meal. And I'm going to just crack on with the rest of my day as normal. The afternoon's got away from me. So, I had a call with my client Chad, who's doing an Olympic triathlon at the start of September. Very, very good, productive call. And then I've just been doing some bits and bats worth of content. I had 2 guys' photo shoots. Images come back this week. Nat and Ben, who actually you've seen a little bit of their transformation. So I'll put up their transformation photos actually here. And I'm just going to pause for 5 seconds while you take a look at them because good, right? Real good. If you want a little bit of that, if you want to join Compound, get in great shape and perform like a savage, drop me a message on Instagram with the word Compound. We can have a chat. Jokes aside, the afternoon has got away from me. It is now it's 25 to 6. It's not, it's 25 to 7. It's been one of those days. So let's cook dinner or supper, as my South African friend would say, supper. Let's cook dinner and then I will eat dinner and then we will end the vlog there. I think that's the day. Let's do that. That's literally as complex as dinner gets. I cut up some potatoes, put it in a pan, pour some green beans on top, put some water in it, put it on the hob, put some sardines in a pan, and then just cut up a kiwi. And it tastes absolutely incredible. Whilst that's cooking, I always do a little bit of stretching because that has helped my recovery from the PTT more than spending thousands of pounds on physios, funnily enough. So I'm going to do that now. You don't need to see it because it's boring, isn't it, just watching somebody stretch. So I'll show you what my food looks like once it's done. And there she is. Get that classical music in the background. I like to put a little bit of classical music on when I'm cooking dinner, when I'm stretching. Helps bring me back down after what sometimes can be hectic days. This day today, not too hectic, although 2 training sessions means that the stress load is going up. So it's important if stress load goes up that you try to bring it back down a little bit. Stretching helps me do that. Listening to the classical music at the same time does. I actually got that idea from Novak Djokovic. His, I don't want to say counsellor, because I don't think it was. His human sports psychologist, I think, recommended that to him. I learned that on a podcast or reading a book. Just helps things come back down to baseline. In a hectic world, some days are more hectic than others. It's important to try bring yourself back down, especially someone like me who really struggles to sleep and had really poor sleep recently. Bringing yourself back down to baseline is super, super important. So I'm going to chow this. Then it'll take me to 7:30. Usually go for a little walk after that, come back, shower, and then that's it, lights out. Not loads of wisdom or things to talk about in this vlog, but as you know, great run, terrible gym session because I told you about it. I'll just leave you with this. You're not defined. I'll try not to kick you next time. You're not defined by your last session. You're defined by your ability to bounce back and go have a fantastic one the next time. There's far too many people who don't have any ownership for their own actions and will have one poor gym session or whatever it may be and then just completely fall off. Just let it all go to shit afterwards. Have some ownership, take accountability, and get yourself back into the gym. Get the alarm set, whatever it is, and go make it right the next time. Don't make the habit strike twice, because that's where you end up in a real bad spot. My friends, this is another vlog. Complete. Over and out. I'll see you in the next.